Yeah. So anyway, we let's start recording. Very good, very good.
Uno, 1.0, the grade.
Wow. Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
this one has grade, huh? By the way, so yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So when you say very good, it means full marks.
Yeah. No, really.
Here in
For
the
me,
Philippines, we like to repeat.
Singaporean very good, but 70 only.
Yeah.
You will just be surprised with the grade after.
Yeah, very good, but actually only 40%.
I will show you your final grade and then you can comment. So, hey, really, she's not coming back, huh?
I don't
I don't
think
know
so.
what happened to her. Shall we just proceed with the second presentation?
Yes, yes.
So we have some time to
Yes.
share about it.
Yeah. Okay. This one. Okay, Kuya Jojo, can you please start our presentation? Because Prissy is not here. She escaped. No, just kidding.
Okay. For the first question, what? So to create a nurturing and joyful community of young Verbum Dei missionary disciples, heralds, apostles, and teachers of the word. Then the second question, why? Because of the pandemic situation, young people are isolated. There is a need for communities where they can express themselves, share together, grow in faith and human values, etc. Because of the effect of the social media today, young people spend most of their time in using this kind of social media only to express and entertain themselves. There's a need to create an alternative, healthy culture in the social media world and to help them to use their time wisely instead of spending it mostly in non important things like games, TikTok, Facebook, etc. And because of the growing crisis of the individualism, we need this kind of community where we can develop friendship, sense of belongingness, and space to discover and develop one's talents and skills. Because of the increasing number of suicide and depression, actually, we're surprised also that in the Philippines, suicide also isn't also increasing. It is maybe 10 years ago, it was unthinkable, but now there are also people who commit suicide here in the Philippines, where maybe 10 or 15 years ago, no, you can never hear youth, especially the youth, no, you can never hear a young person committing suicide. But now there are people who commit suicide, especially the young. And so there is a need to show the value, the meaning, the purpose of life to the young people and according to our truth of faith. So maybe Rudy can continue.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Kuya Jo.
For the third question, for whom? For whom this project? Actually, it's an online project. That's why for the RY, more of online. And the one who will receive is the young people. Senior high school, college, out of school youth, also from 16 to 23 years old. And also for the members of the family, Verbum Dei, with an intentionality to grow in the ministry of the word. Then for the fourth question, how? The methodology. First, the invitation. Publicize the activities to invite the young people through social media like Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, TikTok, YouTube, etc. To use this medium to invite and post the invitation there. Also through schools and word of mouth. For example, the family members of our disciples. And also, second, after the invitation, we have this initiation stage for 6 months also. where we include the School of the Word, teach them how to pray using the Lala, then values formation, sport fest, arts competition, singing, dancing, acting, writing, drawing, etc. Cultural festival, individual accompaniment, to get to know them, to get to know more the person. If they are, we can put them into a school of the word, a school of apostle. Then after that, discipleship for 2 years. Here, school, we include the school of the apostle, where we can present the Timario, school of talks, revision of life or sharing of faith, retreats, encounters, spiritual accompaniment, etc. And preach in different activities to invite them also to preach. Then after that, that stage is apostleship or permanent. Let them participate and be responsible in different ministries and committees and join and give formation about leadership, communication, technology, and also invite them if theology, philosophy, and also invite those possible vocation that we see to attend in a vocation discernment, retreats. Then how much? Number five. Number five. We expect within this with this project, we can get 100 young people.
Palitan natin.
Okay. 1,000. Super ambitious. 100 young people. And from 100 young people, we also projected to get 30 committed missionary disciples. Then from 30, at least we can get, from that 100, we can get 10 apostles. Then we want also that at least with that 10 apostles, we can have this vocation, possible vocation for our fraternity. Because it is ecclesial for male, also for female branch. Not yet for couple missionaries because they are still young. No? And evaluate every quarter, every 3 months. Then when? How long it will last, something like that. How long is the project? For 3 years. 3 years project. Then the frequency of the activities, School of the Word once a week, perhaps weekend, bonding also, the fraternal time, once a month, celebrate the birthday of the month, play games, jogging, allow them to plan these activities. Then also formation, spiritual, human, intellectual, technology, etc. Once every 3 months for the formation. Then vocation retreats once a year. Eso. And for the 7th question, Jello will present.
Okay, now the question is where? The main venue of this new project is online. Knowing our context here in the Philippines now due to pandemic, we will make the best use of Zoom as we are doing now. Other platforms as well, depending on the possibilities, are the messenger rooms and Google Meet. And also if things will change, we can meet face-to-face in different houses. Since this is an ecclesial attempt or project, we can see each other using the house in Batasan Hills, in Pasig, where Priscilla is, and in Pansol, where other brothers are. Okay, who are the main responsibles? Who are the human resources? Main responsible missionaries. It means that we are the one who will preach, organize, accompany these people. Jello, Rudy, Priscilla, and Giorgio. Sorry, Priscilla, for your spelling. Okay. Guest preachers. We have Mike, Sabrina, Margaret, Angela, Angeline, Mylene, Dolly, Pearl, etc. And to preach, to share with these young people. And we believe that it will be very enriching for all of us. Guest formators. We are also planning to invite people from outside, like professional counselors, psychologists, therapists, known social media influencers, singers, actors, like singers, And then existing disciples as well from different communities, preferably young. Of course, we are aware that since this is a new project for the young people, there are those other existing projects for those who are more formed, and they are the one who we will invite to also preach in this apostolate. Okay, number 9, which materials? Zoom premium account, new laptop for Rudy, sound system, microphone, internet, etc. Finances. Of course, we know that we need to invest money to the young people because they don't have that. We give load to the young people so that they can connect, give food in face-to-face gatherings, and stipends for invited guests and formators. Knowledge, the Mario dynamism of the word, prayer, forming apostles, and the skills needed is mainly technology and accompaniment with the young people. Okay, lastly, 10 is from whom? We can have the budget from the Friends of Bourbon Day, the official NGO that we have here in the Philippines, non-government organization that helps us in our mission. Other more like personal, let's say, help is from the other School of the World participants from CTK and other friends from LGV and La Visa. These are places for the rich people, friends of Jojo. And also, we can make our own fundraising with the young people, no? So that they themselves can feel they are collaborating. Maybe they can sell some clothes outside, things like that. So we can have money for our activities. Okay, that's it.
Great, thank you.
Good.
Yes, very well done.
Okay, we feel like exactly your back.
We are actually speechless. Comment. Very well done, speechless. Because in such a short time, you could do so much. Wow, with so much clarity. I have no words. Yes.
You make us flatter, Angela.
Wow, but the amount of people that you are getting is amazing. 100 compared to us.
We're still conservative.
Virtual E7.
Because it's virtual, people also.
Yes, because it's
Oh.
virtual. That's true. Here in the Philippines, many young people really use social media and internet. We are like one of the most highest number of people who use internet, social media.
Very good. You give us ideas also from here.
Yeah. I have a comment. Because I understand that, I don't know, at the start you were saying is it the first or the few ecclesial project that you are doing together
No,
or no?
Well, this is not the first. And maybe this is like one of the many, and specifically for the young people. I think for now, we still don't have that so far, especially online.
Okay. So my comment is that maybe for the the beneficiaries, which is the for whom, y'all can also put yourselves in, because working together ecclesial, like it's a experience also. Yeah. But I like very much because you are very detailed.
Yes.
Yeah. In the specifics, like
The load,
yeah,
the food.
like what kind and where.
Yeah.
We can learn.
It's good. Yes. Good job.
Thank you, Sab.
Any other comments for this group presentation? From the group members yourselves, since you're many. Sorry. I think, well, I'll just give just quickly, the observations I've made. One is the emphasis on social media and somehow the impact of isolation. I think it's a very important assessment of the cultural context. The use of social media here, I think, is the highest in the whole world, probably of gadgets and cell phone, and also the importance of the culture to gather together. So for people to gather together, in this culture, so that sense of isolation is more marked in this analysis. So I think that's great, no? So your own assessment of the need to gather, to have activities, promotion in cultural art, and yeah, I think it's very appropriate for this culture, no, in that sense or context. Um, about the apostleship, I think for youth it might be, I don't know, when you say permanent, right? Maybe for youth, it could put another category because permanent is probably for people who are older, and youth are more volatile. So I mean, I just say that so that we don't raise our expectations too high, that youth will stay forever with us, no, in that sense. But it's good to project that. I like your specific number of years, especially with youth. You cannot form them for too long, okay? But you have to promote them as soon as possible. Um, the ones about how much, I think is very ambitious. Although, as you said, online is easy to gather people, and I think we need the. You're right in making the most of that, no? Online you can easily get it 100, 150, things like that, and so I think your analysis there is good, um, and many of the intuitions there, no, of the way to accompany it. But something that I would try to think about more is personal accompaniment. How would you invest? Do you have resources, human resources, to really accompany them so that it doesn't just remain in a very big activity, um, but like to be clearer, who are the ones who will accompany them? And that means time and resources. Um, so in the sense, if you gather online, you don't need so much money, no. But if you do gather physically, you really have to consider money in that sense, because that means spending, and on youth, it's spending. So I think also to consider a little bit there, about the expenses in that sense, no. But great, no, I think it's a very good and ambitious project. I think it's doable also. Just to fine tune these elements, perhaps, to make it convincing, no, that the person, oh, yeah, we thought of that already, or something like that.
Okay, thank you so much, Mike.
Great, very good projects, huh?
So we get 1.0 from them.
Yeah.
Just kidding, just kidding.
A for effort.
Just for effort. Just for
No.
But 50 points for normal.
A for effort, 50 for the quality.
No. I think both teams did very well, actually. It's very good. I mean, I wouldn't say I expected less, but really, I think they're well done. No, the projects. And the main thing I wanted you guys to experience is how you felt doing the project together. I think that's the main point I wanted. Not just because it's easier to do it yourself, but the point here is how did you feel doing it together? Are you satisfied? Did you find it difficult, challenging? What is the end result? No, things like that. No, that is what this workshop is all about. But looking at the results, I think that somehow it was very efficient. Maybe you had extra help. I don't know, but
From the veteran.
but it looks very good. The output. So yeah, at least that's what I feel. So for the workshop, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Any last comments before we finish?
Maybe we can have some few words from Priscilla as well, no? How did you feel while we are working ecclesially?
I enjoyed. I think also like this sense of inclusiveness to really want to hear from each voice, no, in the team. There are four of us. So like when we add a word, you're like, are you okay with this word? Are you okay with that word? Although it takes time, no, but it's a good atmosphere and a good culture to build up. Like even a simple word, nurturing. Okay lang, this word okay lang. Values. Okay not? This word, do you want this word to be inside? No? It's very simple, but I think it's very important. So yes, that's how I felt. Just I think I need some support with the internet. So
Yeah.
you can give me some load. Lah. I'm part of the beneficiary. The internet is quite.
Yeah, choppy, no?
May I also share?
Of
Yeah,
course.
working in a group is there are times that you wanted to you'll tell yourself that to, especially for projects also, that it's easy to work just by myself because it becomes faster because I can do I wanted to do. But this time, because it's time pressured also, um, it was easy to to make this because also of like for example now we are four. They have many ideas to contribute. Each person has many ideas to contribute in such a way that also I did not think of that, but the other thought of the idea. So it becomes more in a way also comprehensive. Unlike when you're working just alone, you just think of that, and sometimes nothing is coming out anymore. But when you work in a group, uh, you can value the ideas of the other people, and that I think that's very good.
Great. Great. Thank you. Thanks for that comment. The others, I mean, yeah, and let's extend a bit so that you can, if you want to say something.
I think for me it is yeah, this working together, listening to each other and also being open to each other's ideas. But I think one very nice fruit from this exercise is that just now we also were saying, although what we list out might be still quite vague or quite um, big, in that sense. But we thought, oh, no, it's very good if at least we can start on this and then we bring this into our community of 8. Because currently we are a community of 8. But then the current School of Apostles group started before our formation course came to Taiwan. So it was headed by 1 or 2 person. So then we thought, it's very good if we start this document or we start this discussion and we bring it to now this our community, and then we can start thinking together and to feel this, what's that word? The ownership of the School of Apostle. There is not just a School of Apostle of 1 or 2, but it's a School of Apostle of the community. So I thought that is for I think for me, for maybe Margaret, so that's the fruit of this exercise that we just did. Yeah. We can bring it to the community now to try. Although maybe it will be more difficult lah, like 8 women discussing this. But I think it will be fruitful. Yeah.
Great, great.
It's true. But what for me, one of the fruit is being very aware now. Or actually, I have a lot to learn about the doing mission here in Taiwan, the culture, the people, the community I'm working with. Because when listening to you guys present your project, right, I have this sense that wow, you all know your country very well, the culture very well, your target audience very well. Then whereas for us when we were trying to write this project, right, it's like, you think this will work? You think there is a lot of guessing, like maybe what may work. So for me, one of I don't know if it's a fruit or not, but it's this awareness now. Oh, it's true. I have a lot of room to grow in this area, knowing the local culture, how mission can be done here. and really what can we do also that we can attract people. So that
Nice, nice. Well, somehow we have an advantage here. There are three locals. But,
Yes,
good.
we also had a difficulty when we went to Chile. Different, very different food. So
Yeah.
we had this kind of challenges. How can we go to the young people? And we
Yeah.
didn't have this method yet.
Oh,
So now
oh,
we
that's
can
great.
try it anywhere.
Mhm.
Want to share something?
That's great.
Only just to add, I think one of the fruit also working with the community or working with other people is really you can learn from them. No, you can learn from their perspective because if only one, you can only only one path. But if you have like four, maybe one can see this side and other can see this side. So you can see the possibilities that you can also see na I thought my idea is better now already. Pero see this other member has better idea. I think that's the richness no of working with other a lot of people. As they said, one head is better than one. And another one, it's not about working with a group, but it's also good no. I notice it's really good to write it down. No, those plans, and after we write it, actually what we did is to revise it again. We plan it together and we revise it again together. And we see after revising what the things that we need to add pa, what if we miss, and we also notice that we miss something. So it's also, I think, as a group, it's also good to revise it again together.
Mhm. Any more?
Okay, much has been said already. I just want to add probably is that I really feel excited. Uh, I felt excited to implement this somehow. Working with Jojo, with Rudy, with Priscilla in ecclesiality, and really reaching out the young people of today in this concrete situation, concrete time. I feel this somehow the Holy Spirit maybe uh, bringing out the fire inside of us.
Great, great. So great. So thank you for all your comments. I think it's all uh, very enriching. No, whether we are from people from within the culture, without the culture, outside, inside. I think there's really a lot of enrichment both ways. No, so yeah, like don't be afraid, no, to contribute really. Um, in this sense also, I think yeah, I would encourage you if you really want to just try out your projects. Maybe we need to do some work in communicating them first. But that's what it is for, no? And probably these kinds of Chris is out again. Probably these kinds of projects, what you have done is going to be a basis for your life. It came from you, and I don't think it will change so much. Okay, unless along the way there are very drastic changes. It's a basic structure of doing mission, no, with that kind of vision that is projected. So I think it's great. Uh, I'm personally very happy with the work done already. So, so now we will conclude. Oh yeah, and something else you want to say
Uno daw,
before we
uno.
conclude?
No, we just say you're very merciful. Not complaining, it's just a compliment.
And generous.
Well, if you achieve the objective, no point holding back the grade also, no, or the praise, whatever. So so that's the objective. That's why this is a very practical course, and I'm glad that you find it useful, no, in that sense. So anyways, oh no, yeah, is she trying to get back? So at least we can include her in the final remarks. The course is not ending, but at least this part of the course is finishing. So let's hope she can come back. Uh, but anyways, yeah, she's still trying to connect. Okay. Mm, Let's see. But anyways, as she tries to
Who
enter.
wants to say hello?
Our response.
Hey, Evelyn.
Hello.
We will implement
Hi.
our project with our responsible.
Yeah. Her
Oh,
white
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, she's the responsible.
So no, you are the one to assess the work that we are doing here, whether it's valid or not.
You have to brief me. Like.
Hello.
No.
Hello, Evelyn. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Do you know everybody, Evelyn?
Huh?
Do you know everybody?
I don't know which one is Jello and which one is Rudy, but I know it's
Just kidding.
Who is Gino?
Okay, I'm Jello. I'm younger.
Okay.
Younger.
I haven't seen Rudy's face.
Rudy, show your face more.
Yeah, nearer.
Okay.
What are you saying? That is dark.
Jojo,
Yeah.
congratulations, we will pray for you.
Yes.
For your preparation.
Yeah. Thank you. I still have many days if I will change my mind. I'm still thinking about it.
Oh, I see. But you already advertised your vows.
Just to pray harder for him. Yeah.
It's the runaway brideism.
And Jojo,
Yeah.
another very important question for you.
Yes.
The other day we were asking, what's your real name? Joseph.
Joseph.
David.
Joseph.
Oh, okay.
And my last name is David. David. They call it here David or
So English, Joseph.
David.
The son of
They always comment I have my name is all first name.
Yeah, it's true. His name is all first name. David is David.
Because we thought you have like funny nickname, but a very funny